Alright, welcome back to Women's Strength and Bodybuilding, where we highlight beautiful and talented women who compete. My name is Mark. Thanks so much for clicking my video. If you could please leave a like and a positive comment, it'd really help the channel. The purpose of this channel is to bring you news, stories, coverage, and updates about past and present muscular female competitors. So let's jump in. If someone twisted my arm to create a list of my favorite female bodybuilders of all time, Valerie Gangi would definitely be in the top 3. Maybe even the top 2. Heck, she might even be number 1. Even though half her contest history was in the 90s, she was a recent find for me. The 90s was a formative time for bodybuilding, and there were some attempts to legitimize the competitions as a sport. There were broadcasts of the contests aired on cable television, so if you had an expanded channel subscription package, you could watch bodybuilding shows on your TV live in your living room. This was while internet access was starting to become more widely adopted. If you had a provider like AOL or NetZero and a landline phone connection, you could connect to the internet. There wasn't the extensive collection of bodybuilding content you can find out there today, and there was little to no video clips of the lady athletes. If you were lucky, you might be able to find pictures of competitors like Krista Bach, Zuzana Korenkova, Katie Rubos, or Ray Hollett and other miscellaneous American gladiators. You'd kinda have to dig for them though. I bring all this up because Valerie's contest history dates back to 1991. But I didn't find out her name nor see some of her best footage until just a few years ago. I think I may have seen this photograph a handful of times, and I remember being blown away about how pretty this woman is and the insane detail in her abs. She's got a six-pack that would rival most of the modern guys in classic physique. Valerie is absolutely stunning. Her conditioning and the overall package she brought to shows in her bodybuilding days were very complete. She always seemed so sweet and genuinely shy and nervous when she was interviewed on the televised cable broadcasts in the 90s. And that could be part of the reason why I didn't learn who she was until just a few years back. Sometimes in bodybuilding, the competitors can be massive introverts, bottling up everything until that moment when they step out on stage. This is in contrast to the more extroverted personalities that really get their names, faces, and physiques out there to the masses. What makes her such a slam dunk for me are the finishing touches that Valerie had. Like her feminine voice and her 90s pop star hairstyles with a scrunchie included. You don't see that anymore. Her bathing suits always fit so perfectly, and she always wore such classy outfits to pose in. Other details about her physique just get me, like all the feathering and separation in her Christmas tree back muscles, or all the striation in her upper abs and serratus muscles. Her eyes are the other thing. Oftentimes when competitors diet down and get extremely lean, the color of their eye whites darkens significantly. But not Valerie. She always has these big, glassy doe eyes that are really captivating. I don't mean to gush, but she was super vascular when she bumped up to compete as a heavyweight. There's this video of her hitting a side chest pose, and her dominant side muscularity and vascularity looks massive. It's funny how quickly she switches sides to her non-dominant side, probably being self-conscious about how huge she looked. This is an extremely attractive lady with a downright striking physique. So not only is Valerie Gangi one of the most beautiful female bodybuilders out there, her contest history spanned across 2 decades, and she competed in 19 shows over 22 years. In 91, she won the overall novice at the San Jose State Championships. In 92, she did the same thing. In 93, she placed second at the California State. In 94, she took the overall at the California State. In 95, she won the overall at the USA's. In 96, she placed 5th at the Arnold. In 97, she placed 2nd at the Jantana Pro and 15th at the Olympia. Then, just like Andrea Shaw and Juliette Bergman, she took a pause for about 9 years and returned to compete in figure and physique. In 08, she placed 11th in figure at the Tournament of Champions. In 09, she placed 16th in figure at the Atlantic City Pro, 15th in figure at the Border States Pro, and 16th in figure at the Sacramento Pro. In 2010, she took 12th in figure at the California Pro. In 2011, she took 16th in figure at the California Pro. In 2012, she took 7th in physique at the Governor's Cup Pro. In 2013, she took 6th in physique at the Mile High Pro, 2nd in physique at the Chicago Pro, 1st in physique at the Tampa Pro, and 14th in physique at the Olympia. Wow, how crazy is that? Could you imagine winning your first bodybuilding show, then coming back over 2 decades later to win first again at another show? Also, Valerie did all of this while working a corporate job. Women's bodybuilding can get a bad rap sometimes because many competitors resurface years later looking like a shell of their former self or passing on. Denise Rakowski, Joanna Thomas, Melissa Coates, and China are all examples of when the news covered their unfortunate circumstances. What you don't hear about are the success stories of past champions that still look great, have maintained their femininity, and are helping to train future champions like Bev Francis, Linda Murray, Alina Popa, and many others. Valerie is proof that women can have longevity, success, and beauty in the sport. And it serves as a blueprint for today's young ladies looking to compete about knowing your body, knowing your limits, and knowing when it's time to take a break. It's not always about getting as big as you can as fast as possible. Valerie has shown us a beautiful and high-quality physique that really echoes through the decades. Today, Valerie still gets several sponsorships for beauty products that you can see on her Instagram and Facebook pages, and sometimes she posts photos on vacation with her son. She's since retired from corporate America and now dedicates her time to her training and offering personalized training services on her website. I mean, look how in shape she still is. So if you're in need of personal training services, head over to valeriegangi.com and hit her up. Do you know something about Valerie that I forgot? Leave it in the comments. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more great women's strength and bodybuilding content.